Hey, this is Coach Trevor with 802 Lacrosse, and we're going to go over the 300 offense, or the 1-3-2 from behind. So 1-3-2. It can be 2-3-1 if you look at it from above, but we're just calling it 1-3-2. All right. So basically, the premise of this is to have two triangles moving simultaneously, but separately. All right. So these attackmen all move together and rotate while the ball rotates and while these midfielders rotate. So let's look at this from a midfield dodging standpoint first. All right, if this player has the ball, he's going to go to the goal this way, attacking on a 45-degree angle, and basically, going to be dodging right-handed here. All right, the movement for the midfielders is upward rotation a little bit to create a pass, all right, this way, once this player gets here, all right, and then we've got a rotation of this midfielder to be up in the top middle area. So these guys are moving and rotating, all right. After this midfielder creates himself a passing lane, okay, if the pass doesn't come, all right, that player should rotate up here. This midi who just dodged should now become the midfielder on the crease, all right? So basically, we'll be back to something that looks like this. We'll have that midfielder over here, all right? So if the ball does go around again, the midfielder that was on the crease is out here, he can receive the ball. The guy that was over here is up top, he can receive the ball and then dodge down again, and we can have that same type movement go on in the triangle up there, all right? So while that is happening, the attackmen need to be rotating as well. And the most important attackman in this is right here, all right? So as this midfielder is going to the goal, all right, this guy's making his move, all right, this guy's going up top there. This attackman has to be cutting through and creating space, all right? Typically there's a defender here, all right? It's very important that this guy moves with purpose and open eyes. Also, he's got to be cutting behind this defender's head. If he cuts in front of the defender, this defender can see him and the dodger with the ball at the same time. So cutting behind that head, all right? Having this attackman roll up for a passing option and this guy go to X to back up for a shot is the movement we want the triangle to be going. All right. This defenseman often becomes a slide guy. Sometimes they slide from the crease, but sometimes if it's adjacent, we got to slide from here. And if this defenseman does slide up here, this attackman has to have his stick ready, his eyes open, all right, and be available for a pass, because that can be a pass right there, all right? If they slide from the crease, all right, and a defenseman slides from here, and he goes that way, we have to be looking at this guy as a passing option. And the reason why he goes up is to create space from the backside defensemen, all right, who are kind of hanging around here. So they'd have to elevate up the field and wouldn't be able to cover those other two attackmen effectively, all right? The other little piece here is if the ball does come down here and is passed to this attackman who moves to this space, this attackman's now moved here. We talked about it with the 200 offense, PPD. We passed, and then now we can dodge from that spot, all right? If we dodge from an attackman spot, it's basically a similar movement, all right? We have an attackman right here, have an attackman right here. Okay, this attackman might have just cleared through, but if this attackman starts dodging, this has got to rotate, he's got to rotate over, he's got to rotate down again, all right? This midfielder has to rotate down here as a passing option. This guy has to come up to the top, and then this midfielder in the middle has to work with this other attackman cutting through to create space and not make sure he's not overlapping. Typically, we want that midfielder to start up high and then be darting down and flashing to be able to catch a pass from a guy a defenseman, who who might slide off of him right there. And then we have a pass and shot roll, okay? So that's the PPD and splitting the field, all right? So we shouldn't be dodging on the same side of the field twice if we split that field in half. We shouldn't dodge from here and then dodge from here right away. We gotta split the field and go to the other side, all right? So that's the 300 offense in a nutshell.